Hey there, beautiful souls. I hope you're all doing well. So, in today's pick a card reading, we are going to focus on you and the person that is on your mind. I will try with my tarot cards to go in depth and find out what is going on between you and them. What are the energies? What is shifting? In which direction this is going? So, first, let's start with the pile picking. I will use my witches familiars, which are spirit animals, in order to check which card is going to represent the cards. I mean, which cards are going to represent the piles between which you can make a selection. So let's see which card will represent our group number 1. Which card wants to represent our group number 1? Okay. Oh, we have 2 cards for group number 1. Okay, we are going to take them. We have the... Okay, I'm not sure if I can pronounce it good. We have the Sebo. And we have Rado. Okay, Sebo and Rado. These cards are representing our pile number 1. Let's see which card or cards wants to represent our second pile. Which card wants to represent our second pile, our second group? Okay, we have 1 card, and this is Fichvas. Okay, interesting. And finally, let's see which card wants to represent our final group. Which card wants to represent pile number 3? Okay, these cards are too many. This one seems to be willing to come, and this is Ingvas. Okay, so you see the cards, you will see them in a bigger screen shortly, and yeah, just listen to your intuition. Whichever of those cards attracts you the most, select that one and choose that group. If any of those cards shines brighter than the other ones, if any of those cards sparkles something within you, then this is the card that has messages for you. This is the card that is going to lead you to your reading. So as I said, you'll see them on a bigger screen. Feel free to pause if you need to, and I will meet you in your reading. Hello there, pal number 1. For those of you who have chosen Sebo and Bridal, we are going to take a look at those cards later at the end of the reading. For now, we are just going to keep them here as a signal that those are the cards that you have selected. And first, I feel like using some of my archetypes in order to go deeper in your connection, in your relationship with that person. So let me first reshuffle. Cards are eager to show up. Just going to do like this in order to mix them good. Okay. So please, Spirit, can you tell us more about the connection of pile number 1 with the person that is on their mind? Can we know more about that connection? Can you give us some kind of deeper answers, deeper reflections regarding the connection of the person that is watching this and the one that is on their mind? Okay, we have 3 cards. I will take them all 3. We have the Starborn, we have the Lover, and we have the Sustainer. Okay. So these are pretty interesting cards, pile number 1. First of all, with the Starborn, I am picking up a person that has ego, someone that was the favorite child, someone that was cherished, someone that likes to get attention and is used to getting attention. Then we have the Lover card. The Lover is indicating, well, from this Lover card, I'm picking up some kind of caring energy. Someone that is giving care, someone that is nurturing, and yeah, someone that would take care of the other person, someone that is like supporting role, someone that would take care of the other person. Even though here we have a Starborn, the Starborn, I feel that this is indicating someone that is a bit more egocentric, while the other person, they are a bit more like giving from themselves, indulging, sometimes even forgetting about themselves and caring more about the other person. And then we have the Sustainer card. I feel that this card says a lot about your connection. I feel that the Sustainer card is saying that somehow you are trying to sustain this. Somehow you are trying to keep this working or to keep this going. I'm not sure if you are in a relationship with this person or not. Maybe if you are not in a relationship, this wants to indicate about having the hopes, having that desire to keep going with this, to sustain this connection. But it's like trying to keep some kind of balance, trying to keep everything together, not letting things go, even though here between the Lover and the Starborn, I feel that there is that a little bit of unhealthy pattern going on. Because if one of you has a bit more ego, and if one of you is a bit more like caring mostly about themselves and wanting attention, wanting to be the shining star, the other one is playing a supportive role, which kind of makes things seem unfair. I mean, there should be 50-50 kind of balance. You should support each other, not one playing the main character while the other supporting that main character. Okay, let's take some more cards. And this card came right away. I didn't even ask any question, but this card is the one. The one. So I feel that many of you have considered this person as the one. And I feel that by this person I am referring to the Starborn, the one that is with more ego, the one that is like the star of the family, the star child. So I have a feeling that those of you that are more caregiving, those of you that are more supportive, you have accepted this one as the one, or at least somehow they are shining light. Their ego is blinding you, making you believe that they are the one, and kind of blinding you, not allowing you to question this, not allowing you to ask yourself questions. yeah, if this person is the one, why they are acting like that, why they are not like caring for my feelings, why they are not caring for anything else but themselves, this type of questions. So with the one card I feel that somebody here has blindly accepted the other person. Just going to pause for a second. Apologies for the interruption, somebody just came home. So let's keep going, let's go a bit deeper. Please Spirit, are there any messages regarding this connection that we need to know? Are there any messages, any other messages that you would like to share with us regarding this connection? Okay, this card just flew. We have the Woe. Okay, so with this card, I have a feeling that it is some kind of a promise here. Somebody promised something to the other person, and it might be coming as a lesson, as some kind of a lesson, something that has to do with your karma, with your past life reincarnations, or it just feels like some kind of a promise. It doesn't even have to be any kind of written or spoken promise, but it does feel like some kind of obligation, some kind of a promise. It's like somebody feels obliged to do certain things for the other person, and it feels like someone has taken this into a heart. It's like some kind of a mission. That's what I'm feeling from this card, which is very interesting regarding your connection. I mean, we have the one card, and I feel that one of the people that is involved in this, they have already accepted the other person as the one. With all their flaws, with all their imperfections, they have already accepted the other person as the one. So with the Woe, I feel that this kind of further reaffirms what I just felt from the one card. It just wants to say that there is some kind of a promise that was made, and in this promise there is a lot of protection, there is a lot of care, there is actually there is some kind of let's say symbol of purity, because we have a white bird that is flying around. So yeah, I'm just going to pause for a second. Okay, so I feel like taking one more card from those, and then I'm going to switch to tarot and try to go deeper and answer more questions with tarot. So please Spirit, can you give us one more card regarding this connection? Can you give us one more card regarding this connection between the person that watches this and the one that is on their mind, the one that they are thinking about? Okay, we got two cards instead of one. The Shadow and Anima Mundi. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. The Shadow is saying to me about some kind of shadow work, something that is being avoided, something that is just there but hiding. The Shadow also is saying about the dark side of something. I mean, we have the light side, we also have the dark side, and this connection does have a dark side as well. And it's like the shadow and the light are merging together in order to form one thing, in order to form one square. So with the Shadow card, I feel that this is emphasizing on the darkness that this could bring as well, not just on the light. And with the Anima Mundi card is quite a busy card. I mean, it has a lot of symbols, a lot of elements, it has a lot of things. And having Anima Mundi coming together with the Shadow card, I feel that for some of you this connection means everything. I feel that for some of you this connection involves a lot of elements. I mean, literally this card is saying Anima Mundi, which is like some kind of universal law, some kind of universal life. And yeah, I just feel that there's a lot going on, a lot that is included in this. And I feel that this connection somehow is destined to go in a certain way. I feel that there isn't any sort of coincidence for you to meet this person and things to go in a certain way with this person. I feel that there is some kind of a pattern that needs to be lived in order to gain certain experience and in order to direct you on the right way on your life path. So with the Anima Mundi and the shadow, I feel that this connection is pushing you to do some kind of a shadow work in order to improve, in order to reach the path that you are meant to reach. And this shadow work is not just for you, it might also involve the person that is involved in this as well. I feel that you are both reflecting something to each other's lives, and you are both helping each other grow. But definitely here I'm sensing a little bit more of a yin-yang energies with this person. Here I'm sensing a bit more like differences. I mean, if one of you is a narcissist, the other one would be an empath. This type of things I'm sensing. And you both have your lessons that you need to learn. And being together might be difficult if you are still in a relationship with this person, if you are in a relationship to start with. But also if you are not in a relationship with this person, there is something about them that is attracting you a lot, that is drawing you to them like a moth to a flame. And it is vice versa. I feel that there is something about you that is attracting this person as well. And I feel that you are just two opposite archetypes. That's why there is some kind of attraction between you two. But if this connection will come out healthy, for that I cannot say that much based on what we see. But I do sense that it has some patterns that might make it go in a different categories. Okay. I'm just going to take my tarot cards. I will keep everything that we have here and just roll the tarot cards around in order to get more information. So just bear with me. Just going to reshuffle. Okay. Let's try to find out more about the Starborn, because I am curious about the Starborn. I'm curious about the person that has a bit more ego, the one that is like the child's favorite, the family's favorite child, the one that likes to shine like a star. Let's try to find out more about them. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more about that person, the one that has more ego in this connection? Can we know more about them? Okay, we have too many cards about that person, but I will take them all. We have 5 cards, so Spirit has a lot to say about that person. First of all, we are starting with Ace of Bows, which is Spark of Life. Ace of Bows in reverse is saying to me that currently this person might be shut down a bit. They might be a bit inactive, they might not be taking any sort of action. Then we have the Great Bear, which is the, I was going to say the Awakening card, the Judgment card. And the Great Bear is like someone that is guarding in front of a gate. So regarding that person, I feel that they are in front of some kind of realization, they are in front of some kind of awakening, they are about to realize something, but it's like they are too afraid to cross some kind of a door. Maybe they are about to realize regarding their own ways, their own ego, but it is too painful for them to pass through that door and get closer to themselves. It's like their ego is stopping them. It's like that bear that we are seeing here in this card is their ego that is guarding there and not allowing them passing through that door. Then we have the moon on water. Okay, the moon on water is the moon card and the moon card in reverse actually, because the card came in reverse. I feel that with the moon card in reverse there is some kind of denial, some kind of difficulty to make reflection, some kind of difficulty to, well, overcome fears. Since this card came in reverse, once again I feel that there is a bit more like hope in the tunnel. I feel that there are some kind of attempts to get somewhere, some kind of attempts to face things the way they are. But still, from this card I'm picking up fears regarding reflection. No wonder the card's name is Moon on the Water. It's because the moon is reflected on the water. And I feel that here we are talking about a little bit of denial of facing yourself, denial of facing your fears. Then we have the Polar Star, another star card, just like the Starborn. The Polar Star is shining bright. I feel that this person has some sort of ego that is shining bright, some kind of belief, some kind of, well, it is coming to me to say optimism, but optimism in its negative form. It's like they are way too optimistic about themselves. They see themselves in a way too optimistic kind of way, or there is something wrong about this optimism actually, because we have the Pole Star, and the Pole Star is actually a positive card, but in this composition I don't sense that it is shining bright the way it is supposed to shine. I feel that its light is being somehow directed in a certain pattern. It is being used in order to increase an ego, in order to increase something unhealthy vision, unhealthy perception of yourself, let's say. Then we have the King of Bows, and we have a lot of snake here, and we have the King of Bows in reverse. Okay, let me take a look at this card. We have multiple snakes, and yeah, actually this card is saying to me fears. I'm not sure actually if if it will provoke some kind of fear in you, because I know that there are people that are afraid of snakes. Maybe it's a good idea to hide them a bit, to not to not reveal them too much. But from this card, it came in reverse. I feel that there is fear, and once again, like the Moon card, we have a fear, but we have a King of Wands that is experiencing this fear. This is like some kind of negative projection of a fire sign. By fire sign I mean Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Some kind of over-optimism, and since we have fear, we also have the response to it with some kind of optimism that is not that optimistic. It is more like negative type of optimism. It is more like a defensive reaction. It's like someone is boosting their confidence, and trying to appear overconfident, while deep down they're quite insecure and scared. Okay, interesting energies. I will keep the cards here. We'll place Bulbasaur and Charmander. Let's see something for the other side as well, the Lover. Please, Spirit, what can we know? What would you like to share with us regarding the one that is representing the Lover? What would you like to share with us regarding the one that is representing the Lover? These cards are way too many. Please, Spirit, can you give us information regarding the person that is representing the lover in this connection? Interestingly, we have Swan 2 times here and here. Swans are quite defensive regarding their territory. The Guardian. The Guardian is a devil card. So the ones that are represented by the lover, they are also related with the devil card, which is saying to me that they are stuck in something that is a bit karmic. It's like the ones that are together with that starborn person, or even if you are not together, if you cannot get out of your mind that starborn person, with this card it makes a lot of sense, because it just wants to indicate that currently you are stuck on this, you are like attached to this, and it feels like some kind of a karmic lesson that you are meant to learn. Okay, can we know something more, Spirit? Can we know something more? Okay, the cards are flying all around. I just want 1 or 2 cards. And we have 3. Okay, I will take them. So we have 6 of vessels in reverse. Okay, we have 3 of arrows, and we have Knight of vessels. Okay, so pile number 1, the ones that are representing the lover. First of all, we have the 6 of vessels. This is a card that is representing the 6 of cups in a regular tarot. Since this card came in reverse, I feel that it has something to do with the past. It is some kind of past lesson that you need to learn, past experience from a past life that you need to work out with this person, or whatever it is something unfinished from past experience of yours, if you are the one that is represented by the lover, if you feel represented by this card. Then we have 3 of arrows, which is indicating jealousy, and also it is indicating a lot of pain. But just going to pause for a second. I hope this is the last interruption. Okay, so we have the 3 of arrows, which is saying jealousy, which is 3 of swords in regular tarot. So this is some sort of a pain that you are experiencing in your heart area. Definitely. I mean, you can see in this card that we have a heart that is being stabbed by 3 arrows, and it is on fire. So it is indicating a lot of pain. Even the places where the arrows are hitting the heart, you can see that there is blood coming out of there. So it is some kind of a wound. I feel that the person that's representing the lover, the one that is giving care in this connection, is the one that is hurting the most from it. And then we have the Knight of Vessels, Eel. Okay, so the Knight of Vessels, I don't know why the first thing that came to my mind was escape plan. Escape. I feel that once the burden gets too heavy, too difficult to carry, the person that is representing the lover is going to make their escape. They are going to come up with some kind of an escape plan. The Knight of Vessels is representing the Knight of Cups in regular tarot. In this tarot, I'm just seeing somebody that is slipping away, trying to escape from something, trying to move away, trying to go with the flow, trying to make things softer in order to heal. Okay, let's try to find out more. But indeed, this connection feels a bit intense. It feels that there are a lot of energies involved in it. And indeed, there are like two opposite forces that are pulling in two different directions. Okay. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more about the connection itself? Is there something more that we need to know about the connection itself? We have the Ancestor in reverse. Okay. First of all, we have Ancestor. This is a card that is indicating some kind of root, something that is coming from before. Second of all, this card is representing the Hierophant, and it came in reverse. So it is saying to me that something is not typical about this connection. Something is not the way it is. It is represented by most societies, by most people. There's something that is very not typical about this connection. There's something that is out of ordinary, even. Please, Spirit, can we know more? Can you tell us more? Also, there might be... somebody might be trying to avoid attachment. Somebody might be trying to keep themselves on the free side, like not attaching too much, being an avoidant, being a runner. That's another thing that just came to me with the Ancestor cards in reverse. It's like somebody's deliberately pulling away. Can you tell us more, Spirit? The Green Woman. Okay. The Green Woman is representing the Empress. And in this depiction, it is saying a lot about flowering, about being prolific, being creative, giving birth to some kind of an idea, to something in general that is bringing a lot of benefits. So having this card next to the Ancestors in reverse, I feel that it wants to indicate that even though this connection is not typical, this connection is not connection that most people would consider it like a successful love story. With the Green Woman, I feel that it is bringing benefits to both sides. It is bringing benefits to both sides in terms of lessons, in terms of giving you the right tools in order to continue your journey. Can you tell us more, Spirit? Can we know more? This card turn. The Knight of Pentacles or the Knight of Stones in reverse. Okay. So this card is saying to me no rush. It is saying to me no rush. It's like some kind of state of being that is including a lot of peace, a lot of passive kind of energy. In this Knight of Stones, we have a horse that is running around, that is jumping. It has golden-like color. And since this card came in reverse, I feel that it is saying to you, no rush. Whatever is happening between you and this person, it doesn't have to be rushed. It is happening in a way that is supposed to happen. It has its own alignment, its own divine timing, and it doesn't need to rush anywhere. Everything is happening according to a plan. So you are not going to fall behind, or you are not going to fall out of alignment. Everything is aligning perfectly. That's what I'm picking up from this card. Anything else to add to this, Spirit? Anything else to add? We have the Seer. Okay. That was like the ultimate ingredient that we needed to the pile. So the Seer is representing the High Priestess in regular tarot, and the Seer knows all the secrets, just like you can see in this card. We have a woman that is like a shaman, And actually, I was planning to have this card as the last one. Interesting enough, we started with the Hierophant and we are ending with the High Priestess, which is the female counterpart of the Hierophant. So I feel like there is a lot between you and this person, a lot of things that are attracting you, a lot of things that are at the same time repelling you. There is a lot going on between you and them. And that's what I'm feeling from the cards. The Seer or the High Priestess, she's telling me that there is more than you can imagine. This wants to say that something is going deeper than what you can imagine. There are some kind of secrets, there are some kind of things that you are not able to see, things that are way deeper than you can imagine. That's what I'm picking up from the Seer. It's like this story goes very deep. And there are things that are not visible. There are many things that are remaining hidden. There are a lot of secrets. But I don't feel that those secrets are indicating something that this person is hiding for you or something like that. I feel that there are some kind of general universal things that are going on, like karma, like past lives, like past experiences. This type of things I'm sensing just by this card, just by saying the word secrets. And the Seer is saying to you, just have trust your intuition, and it will lead you to the right path. Actually, there isn't anywhere you are meant to go. I feel that it is unfolding perfectly as it is supposed to unfold. Even if something feels wrong, even if something feels not right, I feel that you are being led to the right path, even if it feels wrong. Okay, let me see the timer, although it was on and off kind of situation with the recording. I was pausing many times, I paused several times actually. So I do not have any adequate idea how long I've been recording this video, to be honest. But maybe your connection with this person also has that on and off element. I mean, it is understandable if there is that energy of push and pull that I felt. Okay, I'm not sure what else to ask Spirit. Maybe for an advice. Let's close this with an advice. I was also thinking about asking regarding the lesson from this connection. Maybe that will be even more useful to you rather than an advice. So, please, Spirit, can you tell us what is the lesson from this connection for the person that is watching this? What is the lesson for the person that is watching this from this connection? Ten of Paws, responsibility. Okay, Spirit is saying to you that you are carrying some kind of a burden with this connection. And I feel that it is leading you towards true meaning of the word love. Through this connection, I feel that those of you that are connecting with me, I feel that you have experienced the pain from love with the Three of Arrows here. And with the Ten of Bows or the Ten of Wands, I feel that you are reaching the end of destination, but by no means the end of this connection, more like finding peace, letting go of the burden that you've been carrying, because I feel that this has felt like a burden. And this single card is actually saying a lot to me. It is saying to me that you are at the end of a destination, and when you reach the end of it, you are going to let go of all this that you've been carrying. And once you let go of it, you will realize what true love is. You will realize what you want for your connection, for your love life, from the partner that you want to have in your life. So I feel that the lesson for you to learn is, well, the lesson that you are going to learn through this connection is what is true love? What is love? Okay. So that was your reading pile number. Actually, I'm in a rush. We have those cards that I still didn't explain to you. I still didn't check them. So I have my little guide here, and we are going to check those two cards that you selected yourself. The first one is Sebo. Let me look where Sebo is. Sebo. It is saying gifts, partnership, sacrifice, fair exchange, honor. Okay. So partnership, sacrifice, fair exchange, honor. Maybe it just wants to indicate about some kind of gifts that you are meant to receive. Also, it might indicate that there will be some kind of a fair exchange, and there might be some kind of sacrifice involved in this as well. I mean, I feel that in this connection, definitely there was some kind of sacrifices made. The next card is Raido. Raido. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Let me find it. Raido. Natural rhythms, journey, action, movement, right path. Okay, so I feel that all those terms have been mentioned throughout the reading itself. So this connection is leading you towards some kind of natural rhythm, some kind of journey, and it is involving the right path. And I feel that you are walking on the right path. Regardless of what is going on here, regardless if you are happy in this connection or not happy, I feel that you are being drawn to walk the path that you are meant to walk. And if this connection is not the one that is meant for you, I feel that it will fade away in its own natural way. But what I felt from the cards is that for all of you that have connected with me regarding this, I mean, in this reading, in this file, I feel that this connection has beneficial lessons regarding what love is and regarding what you want to get in your relationships in general, in your connections with people. All right, so that was it for today. If you enjoyed this reading, if you find it enlightening and insightful, please don't hesitate to let me know by clicking on the like button. And also feel free to subscribe to my channel because your subscription is helping me a lot. So that was it. Thank you very much for being with me. Sending you many blessings, and I will see you again next time. Bye. Hello there, pal number 2, for those of you who have chosen the Fikvas. Okay, so I'm just going to place the card here so you know that this is your group, and I'm going to start with my archetypes in order to find out more about you and the person that is on your mind, in order to find out more about your connection and what is going on. I mean, I will try to reach out for some kind of a deeper knowledge. So let's reshuffle first. Let's mix the cards good. Okay. So please, spirits, what do we need to know about the connection between the one that is watching this and the one that is on their minds? The underworld. Okay, pile number 2. There is a lot going on here between you and this person. Literally, in this card, the whole hell broke loose. Well, there are a lot of things that are going on between you and them. There are a lot of buried traumas, buried issues. There are a lot of depth here. That's what I'm feeling from this card. This card alone is saying to me about some kind of childhood traumas, reflecting history, reflecting patterns, dealing with those type of things. There is a lot that is going on, but it is going deep. It is going really deep. That's why I feel that your connection with this person, it has some kind of a deep roots. But are those roots healthy? I doubt with this card. I feel that it is more based on reflecting some kind of patterns in your life, or they are reflecting some kind of patterns in their life, from their life. Please, Spirit, can we know more? Can you tell us more? Okay, we have two cards. We have the ring and the creator. Okay, the ring has things wrapped around it. The ring is a symbol of some kind of promise, something that is pretty much infinite. Then we have the creator. It's like you draw your destiny, you created this destiny. And well, in other words, this connection is part of your destiny pile number 2. Whatever has happened between you and this person, whatever even has not happened between you and this person, it is all something that is bound in your destiny. And it is something that you cannot avoid. Okay. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more? Can we know more regarding the connection between pile number 1 and the person that is on their mind, the connection? Can we know more about the person that is watching this and the one that is on their mind? The cards are okay. We have one card, and that's the healer. Okay, so it feels like you are with this person, or this person came into your life in order to heal all this that you are seeing in the underworld card, in order to address issues from all times that you have experienced, in order to address issues, bring them to the light and heal them. That's why this connection is part of your destiny. That's why this person showed up on your path, in order to help you heal all those things that you see here. Or maybe you are the one that is meant to heal their traumas, their experiences. But there is healing going on. The reason why you met this person is healing, not anything else. This is the most important part of your meeting this person. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more? Can we know more about the connection, about the relationship, the connection? We have apocalypses, okay? So apocalypses doesn't literally have to mean some kind of an ending, but it does want to indicate some kind of totality here, something that is being looked at from point of view that makes it look like a total picture. And that's what I'm picking up regarding your connection with this person. It's like there is some kind of total change that is happening in your life and in their life as well, after your initial meeting, after your initial connection. Please, Spirit, can we know more? Okay, we have another card, and the card is saying temple, the temple. Okay, so it's like this connection is coming into your life in order to help you end one phase of your life and start next one. And the next one is supposed to be much more spiritual, much more Uh, the word was in my head but just went away. Much more idealistic. Living in a bit more idealistic world and less material. Living a bit more like, well, just finding some kind of a true value. Value that is not material. Value that is coming from the soul. This is what I'm picking up from the temple card next to the apocalypse and next to the healer. So, in other words, you are meant to heal through this connection, and you are meant to end one part of your life in order to give away to another. And that another part of your life is involving a lot more spirituality, a lot more being in sync with higher dimensions, with universe, with higher purposes. It is somehow placing you on the same path with your highest ideals. That's what I'm picking up pile number 2. It started off bad with the underworld, but it kept going better, and the explanation of the cards came one by one, like quite consecutively. Okay, I will use my tarot cards as well in order to get more information. Just going to reshuffle first. Okay. So, please, Spirit, maybe we can ask for the separate cards that came in order to get more information. Can you tell us more about the underworld? Can we know more about the underworld, Spirit? 4 of Vessels, boredom. Okay. So, the 4 of Vessels and boredom regarding the underworld, it wants to say that there is some kind of negligence, not seeing something, not paying attention to something, intentionally avoiding something. It might be about some kind of trauma, some kind of traumas, or just experiences that have been suppressed intentionally and not being looked at. It's like not having the right resources to face yourself, to face your traumas, to face the things that you have experienced. This kind of vibe I'm picking up from this card. Is there something else that you would like to say about this, Spirit? Is there something else that you would like to say about this? The Guardian, which is a devil card. Okay. So even though there is a tendency to avoid problems, tendency to overlook situations, problems, traumas, childhood experiences, we have the devil card. Those experiences are slowing you down or slowing that person down. Those experiences are setting some kind of a limit that is not allowing you to connect to a higher level, that is not allowing you to reach something that you are meant to reach. So the Guardian card, I feel that we are talking about some kind of limits, and those limits are coming from past traumas that are not being resolved, from past issues that are not being confronted. Instead of confronting, avoidance was applied. That's why the Death card is here, I mean the Devil card, in order to show limitations. Okay, now let's check more about the Creator and the Ring. Please, Spirit, can we know more about this connection regarding the Creator and the Ring? What is bound? What is the karma here? We have balance. Okay, perfect. So balance is actually one card that is saying a lot. Balance is a temperance card in regular tarot. Here we have 2 snakes, bluish and reddish snake. They are wrapped around the tree. So the balance card wants to say that This is a way of universe, this is a way of karma to balance you out, to make you look at things that you don't want to look, in order to confront them and grow from them and free yourself. So this connection is bringing some kind of balance into your life. Even if it doesn't feel that way, even if it feels quite taking you out of balance, that balance that was previously something that you considered balance is actually an illusion. This connection is coming into your life in order to take away illusion and make you look at things that you were not daring to look at. And this is happening for your own good. This is happening in order to bring you some kind of equilibrium, some kind of balance, in order to make things go in a way that is meant to go, in order to redirect you to the right path. You are always on the right path, but sometimes the redirectors can be a painful ones. Okay, let's check the healer card. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more about the healer? What needs to be healed here? What needs to be healed here? Ace of Stones, the foundation of life. Okay, so through the healing period, there is some kind of a new beginning, some kind of a healthier beginning. The foundation of life. Ace of Stones is representing the Ace of Pentacles. So definitely there is some kind of healing involved in this connection in order for you and for that person to have a new beginning, a healthy kind of beginning, steady, stable and healthy kind of beginning. This is simply what the cards are saying. Please, Spirit, can you tell us about the apocalypse? What do we need to know more about the apocalypses? What is that apocalypse situation? What is ending? Seven of Vessels, mourning. Okay. Seven of Vessels is representing the Seven of Cups, but the Seven of Cups is card of choices. Here we don't have choices, here we have some kind of a negative consequence. So having this card to explain about the apocalypse, I feel that it wants to indicate that with the apocalypse, some kind of a darker period, some kind of heavy period of your life is going away. Something that just doesn't align with you anymore. I mean, we have a skeleton here. It's not a coincidence. It wants to indicate about something dead, something that was gone a long time ago. And there is some kind of acceptance to let it go. Is there something more that we need to know about this, Spirit? Is there something more that we need to know about this? The Knight of Arrows in reverse. Hawk. Okay. So the Knight of Arrows is the Knight of Swords. In this card we have a hawk that is on a tree. Hawks usually see things from a clear perspective, from a clear vision, because they fly very up in the sky and they have a very sharp vision. So having this card in reverse is saying to me that something about your vision was blurred. It's like your life before meeting this person was completely different. Your life before meeting this person was full of illusions. And through the clash you experience after you met this person, your life will never be the same again. That's what I'm picking up from this card. It's like you are evolving. You are starting to somehow adopt broader horizons, seeing things in a broader kind of manner, and your life views are changing. Okay, let's find out about the temple now. Please, Spirit, what would you like to say to us regarding the temple card? We have the Six of Arrows in reverse, transition in reverse. Okay, interesting. So definitely there is some kind of a transition here, but since this card came in reverse, I feel that it might take some time for this transition to happen. Let me take a better look at this card. It's like the transition is being on hold maybe currently. That's what I'm picking up. Because the temple definitely is saying about some kind of a higher realm, some kind of higher ideals, a bit more idealistic kind of views. And the Six of Arrows in reverse, saying about having a hard time to transit from one place to another mentally. Please, Spirit, can you clarify? Can you clarify what did you mean with this message? What did you mean with this message? We have the King of Arrows, Kingfisher. Okay. The King of Arrows is the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is king that's representing wisdom, king that's representing objectivity. So having this card to clarify the Six of Arrows in reverse is saying to me that first you need to reach that mentality. First you need to reach that wisdom, that objective look of this situation. Once you are capable to look at this connection objectively, without feelings, without emotions that are getting in between and making you feel upset or any kind of way that is affecting you emotionally, then you will be ready to transit to the next chapter. But as long as there are some kind of emotions involved within this, as long as there are some kind of feelings that are coming and are making you feel upset or any kind of way, I feel that the transition is not ready yet. I mean, you are not ready yet for the transition. So for the different people it might take different time, but I feel that all of you that joined me in this reading, you are going to reach that period when you are going to look at this from a neutral kind of perspective. And that's when you are going to appreciate this connection and see it for what it is or what it was. Okay, let me take a look at the timer. We still have plenty of time and I felt like I've said so many things already. I don't want to be overwhelming, but the cards are going quite deep and I'm going quite deep with the messages. So the only thing left to be done is to ask for an advice. But just like I did with the previous group, I asked for lesson. What is the lesson for you from this connection? Please, Spirit, what is the lesson for the person that is watching this through this connection? What lesson they are learning through this connection? We have the Moon in reverse. Through this connection, you are learning to face your fears, pile number 2. Through this connection, you are learning to look at the things that you don't dare to look. The things that are making you feel uncomfortable, the things that are making you feel insecure. Through this connection, you are learning to face those things and purify them. The answer came quite simple. Okay, the only thing left to be done is to look at the card that you chose yourself, which is Ichwas. Let me find it first, or Ichwas. The card is saying magic, liberation, rebirth, awakening, protection. Okay, well, I feel that all those things that I just mentioned, they were already in one or another occasion, they were already mentioned in the reading itself. So this card pretty much resonates to what I've said about the reading in general. In some kind of synthesized way, it just wants to say that you are protected, No matter where you go or what you do, you are protected and you are walking on the path that you are meant to walk. There is magic involved, there is liberation involved, rebirth, and awakening. So, these were your messages, pal number 2. If this resonated, if you enjoyed this, please don't hesitate to let me know by clicking on the like button. And also, you are always welcome to subscribe to my channel. Actually, I would truly appreciate it if you subscribe because this helps me grow. So, that was it. Thank you very much for being with me. Sending you many, many, many blessings, and I will see you again next time. Bye. Hello there, pal number 3. Last but not least, we have the ink vase, which is a card that has lion on it. I will place the card here so you can see that this is your card, this is the card that you have chosen. In the end of the reading, we are going to take a look at its meaning. Now, we are going to focus on you and the one that is on your mind. We are going to have a deep analysis. We are going to go very deep with my archetypes, wild and unknown archetypes, in order to find out more about you and that person that is on your mind. So first I'm going to reshuffle to make sure that the cards are mixing good. Okay. So please, Spirit, can you give us information regarding the connection of the one that is watching this and the one that is on their mind? What can you tell us about them? What can you tell us about their connection? What type of connection is that? Okay, the cards already start appearing. Okay, we have the mother and we have the riddle. So, as you can assume already, this connection has a lot of mystery added to it. First of all, we have the mother. The mother is indicating a bit more like smothering kind of energy. Someone that is slightly more needy, someone that is trying to, like, not possess, but in a way trying to, trying to kind of care for the other person, but in their attempt to care for the other person, they are somehow suffocating the other person. There is some kind of a mother instinct here. Either it is something that has something to do with past relationships, past experiences, even past lives, if you believe in past lives. But I feel that here we have some kind of overprotective energy. Then we have the riddle. The riddle is about some kind of mixed signal, some kind of uncertainty, unclarity, and I feel that those two energies are clashing with each other. On one hand, we have a person that is giving mixed signals, that is avoidant, that is escaping. On the other hand, we are having a person that is clinging to some kind of a security. So the more this person is running away, the more this person is avoiding stuff, the more this other person is trying to cling to that situation, trying to cling and trying to control and help and etc. So this type of things I'm picking up just from those two cards, which is quite interesting. So let's try to find out more. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more? Can we know more about this? Can we know more about this connection? Okay, we have the poet. So the poet is saying to me about romanticizing things, about experiencing things from some kind of more illusionary kind of way. It's like when you have nothing to cling on, nothing to hold on, you start adding things, you start making things appear more magical. It's like holding on to some kind of a magical image, holding on to some kind of imaginary perfect scenario. This type of vibe I'm picking up from the poet, idealizing something. So in this connection, I feel that somebody's idealizing, somebody's seeing things from better perspective than they actually are. We have 3 cards already. We have the desert, and we have the threshold, and we have the stone. Okay. So with the desert card, apologies for my voice. With the desert card, I feel that here we are referring to a person that is looking for some kind of a hope, looking for some kind of answers, wandering in the desert, a wanderer, someone that is enlightening themselves and going out there and finding some kind of growth, finding some kind of answers, finding some kind of enlightenment. Then we have the threshold and the stone. The threshold here is showing me some kind of oppression, because we have feet and we have like threshold. I mean, you are in between 2 things and you are being pushed to move to one thing. So I'm not sure in what regards here somebody's being pushed. It's like this connection is pushing somebody to move somewhere else, to do something, to grow up, or to become a better version of themselves. I just sense some kind of oppression, some kind of pushing, while there is somebody here that remains the same. Somebody that is like the stone card, doesn't change, just set on a stone. No change, no progression, nothing. And on one hand we have oppression to change, oppression, some kind of push, let's say, with the threshold. And with the stone we have somebody that is remaining the same, somebody that doesn't want to accept change, somebody that is remaining cold and not giving any kind of answers, any kind of reaction, nothing at all. This kind of vibes and dynamics I am sensing from those cards that came up, pile number 3. If this resonates, then this is your reading. By the way, please not forget to subscribe if you haven't done this yet, because this helps me a lot. So let's take some tarot and find out more. My voice seems to be going away, but I will continue even without voice. Well, my voice will come back. I'm just going to reshuffle. Okay. So, please, Spirit, can you tell us more about this? Can you tell us more about, let's say, the mother, the smothering energy? Can we know more about the smothering energy? Okay, too many cards. I'm gonna take just the first one. The Queen of Arrows, Swan. Okay. The Queen of Arrows is representing the Queen of Swords, and Queen of Swords is actually quite actually I'm not even gonna go there, because I feel completely different thing from this card. First of all, we have a swan in this card. Swans are quite protective of their territory. Swans are animals that are walking in couples. They are kind of looking for their perfect mate, their perfect match. They are animals that are usually in a couple, raising a family. In this card, we have a swan that feels quite tense. When the swans are lifting up their wings like this, when they are swimming like this is a signifying that they are tense, that they are not feeling comfortable, that they are angry about something. So with the swan and the mother, indeed, I feel some kind of tense energy, some kind of controlling energy. Someone is feeling a bit more like a mother in this situation. Someone is feeling a bit more like controlling. It's like this is meant to be, but the other person doesn't even know it yet. The other person doesn't understand it. This kind of vibe I'm picking up. It's like somebody realizes that this is something meant to be, but the other person is not realizing it yet. And yeah, it just becomes a bit messy. Maybe we'll find out more by checking the riddle. Please, spirits, can you tell us more about the riddle? Can we know more about the riddle, because it's a mystery for us. I feel that the riddle is representing the other side, or one of the sides for sure. Seven of Arrows, insecurity. Okay, so the person that is represented by the riddle, they are such a mystery because they have their own insecurities. They are not given much because they are not feeling secure enough. They're not sure if this is what they want. They don't have some kind of a stable ground to step on. In this card you can see that we have a woman that is targeted by multiple arrows, 7 actually. This is 7 of Swords in traditional tarot, but in this tarot it has completely different meaning. Here definitely we are talking about insecurity, vulnerability. This person that is represented by the riddle is not feeling safe. This person that is represented by the riddle is not feeling secure enough. I'm not sure how it looks on the outside. Maybe on the outside this person is portraying quite the opposite, but deep within they are very insecure. They feel unsafe. Okay. Can we know more about the overall situation, Spirit? Can you tell us more about the overall situation? We have the Knight of Vessels, Eel. Okay. The Knight of Vessels usually wants to indicate the Knight of Cups. In this card we have an eel and we have it reverse. It's like I feel that somebody in this connection is trying to escape. Somebody's trying to get away. Somebody's trying to move silently and escape. That's what I'm picking up from this card. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more? Can we know more? We have the Green Woman in reverse. Okay. The Green Woman in reverse is saying to me about she's just saying to me about some kind of potential that is not being realized. Someone is not seeing the possible outcome of this. Somebody doesn't see this as something healthy, as something prolific, as something that is going to give fruits, give life, give any kind of opportunities in future perspective. That's why they are escaping. I'm not sure who is escaping. This might be you, this might be them. Here we are talking about archetypes, and you will recognize yourself in one of them, maybe. Please, Spirit, can we know more? Can we know more about this connection? We have the Balance. Okay, so the Balance is the Temperance card. In this card we have two snakes or two dragon-like, actually they are dragon-like a bit, they are a bit like dragons, but they are small. We have them coiled around the tree, and they are making something like a pharmacy sign. So this card is representing some kind of balance. The energies between you and this person are requiring balance, because as long as they are not balanced, someone will try to constantly to run away because they won't see the worth in this. And indeed there is some kind of necessity to balance the energies. If you are the one that has that mother archetype, if you are the one that is given cares, maybe you should pull back your energy a bit in order to balance the situation. Maybe you should try to approach them in a more like gentle kind of way, without any expectations or outcomes or anything. Just tone down a bit. If you are the riddle, if you are the one that is having the insecurities, that is giving that mysterious avoidance signals, maybe it would be good to make like smaller steps towards that person and trying to figure out what's going on their side. But yeah, I feel that this situation needs a balance. As long as there isn't balance, those two sides are not meeting together. Those two sides are having difficulty to communicate. They are having difficulty to come to the same page. Please, Spirit, I'm curious about the stone. Somebody's not changing, somebody's remaining the same. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more about the stone? Can we know more about the stone in this connection? The Guardian, the Devil card. Okay. Well, this card lately is appearing a lot. And having the Devil card for the stone is saying to me that this person is bound to their fears. This person is bound to their circumstances. They are bound to some kind of a situation that is limiting them and not allowing them to change. All right. Please, Spirit, can you tell us more? Can we know more about this? What is bounding this person? What is limiting this person? Maybe we are not allowed to know actually, but we are going to attempt. What is bounding this person? What is limiting this person? Okay, too many cards to explain this. We have 4 cards. Let me pay attention to them. So we have 3 of arrows. They are healing from some kind of a heartache. They have experienced already some kind of a heartache, some kind of disappointment. They are healing from it. Then we have the journey in reverse. This is the death card in reverse, which is indicating that they are having a hard time to embrace some kind of a new beginning, to set on a new journey. They are having a hard time to let go of some kind of a situation, some kind of an ending, and hard time to embrace a new beginning. 2 of Vessels, attraction. It is saying to me that this person might still be attracted to someone. This person might still be hoping for someone from their past. And 10 of Vessels in reverse, happiness in reverse. This was not a happy outcome for them. I feel that this person might still be hurting over someone from their past, where things didn't work out. Either it comes as a past trauma or some kind of situation that is blocking their door for happiness. They are still in their healing period though, but they have hard time to accept change. That's why they remain the same. That's why we have the stone card, because we have the death card in reverse as well, which is indicating difficulty to change, difficulty to accept change. Okay, just like I did with the other files, I will take an advice for you, or at least ask my cards, what is the lesson that you are supposed to learn from this connection? Please, Spirit, can you tell us what is the moral, what is the lesson that needs to be learned through this connection? What is the lesson, what is the moral that needs to be learned through this connection? What is the lesson for the one that is watching this from this connection? Okay, we have 1 card. 9 of Stones, tradition. Okay, I feel that this card wants to say to you to trust more the process, to trust more, well, just to learn to trust, just to learn to let things happen, just to have a little bit less control. I mean, by that I mean to not try to control the events. Instead of that, trust that they are going to unfold as they are meant to unfold, without any kind of like trying to direct things, trying to be the director of this and that outcome. Rather than that, just relax, breathe in, breathe out, let things unfold on their own, and you just enjoy them. Enjoy them the way they are. If you are constantly trying to control the events, even if they are happening exactly the way you want them, you won't find joy in them. That's why this card is saying to you, the lesson for you from this connection is to be a bit more zen, a bit more in tune with yourself, with your higher self, with your spiritual self, with your soul actually, to be realigned with your soul. That's the main purpose of this connection that you are experiencing. So, that were the messages for you, pile number 3. If you find this reading resonating, if you find it valuable and useful, please don't hesitate to let me know by clicking on the like button. And also, as I've mentioned before, please do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done this yet, because this is helping me a lot. So, that was it for today. Thank you very much for being with me. Sending you many, many, many blessings, and I will see you again next time. Bye. I just realized that I forgot to tell you the meaning of the card that you chose yourself, which is Ingvas. The meaning of Ingvas is creation, wholeness, energetic bursts, harmony, evolution. Okay, so I feel that some of those things that I just mentioned were mentioned on the reading as well. So indeed, I think that this connection kind of pushes you towards some sort of evolution, towards some sort of growth. And yeah, there isn't anything else to add to this actually. I mean, if one of those words somehow sounds in a way more, how to say it? Well, if it makes more sense to you, if something that I just mentioned makes like a bigger impression to you, then this might be the core meaning for that connection that you are having right now. This might be the reason why you met this person, and this might be the direction in which things are going with that person. So that was it. I'll see you again next time. Bye.